Hi everyone, this is Kedra with NyxMoonOracle, and today I'm bringing you a twin flame reading. It is conversations between divine masculine and divine feminine. We're going to take a look at your connective energies. We're going to look at divine masculine's energies with messages, divine feminine's energies with messages, the challenges, more messages, and advice from spirit on moving forward, and maybe some possible future outcomes and what energies to embrace to help you along your journey. So let's get it started. We're going to go into first, what's the connective energy, spirit, between the twins at this time, divine masculine, divine feminine? What is the current connective energies and what's going on with divine masculine and divine feminine? What is the current energies, divine masculine and divine feminine, spirit, that you would like to bring up? Touch the sacred. Oof. Compassionate presence. Too many on that one, so I'm going to go ahead and flip through. Ascension. Ooh. So I feel like both of you, or you, divine feminine, I feel like you have really went within. You're being in the present moment. You're having compassion for your surroundings. You're really taking care of yourself, being compassionate with yourself and the present moment, and you are focused on ascension. And in turn, when you do that, it gets divine masculine's wheels turning. And I feel that this direction is beautiful. Now, some of you may have not started this, and this is spirit saying this is what you need to focus on. But I did say the current connective energies. But I'm going to go into what this involves. This could be a roadmap or something you've already been working on. Take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, just you can click off. Try me another time. Beautiful confidence. Waiting in vain. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, going with that conscious presence. Too many, spirit. False self. This is amazing. What I'm getting is, empty words is on the bottom of the deck. I really, you know, from this, the connective energy is saying you're both working on going within, working on your self-confidence, self-worth. You're not waiting. You're being in the present moment. You're not waiting for anyone outside of yourself. You're not waiting for things to happen. You're living, and you're letting go of this ego, this false self, and you're focusing on ascension. This is the both of you. You're not spouting out empty words anymore. You are doing. You are doing your ascension. You are being your ascension. You're not creating any more karma for yourself or trying. You're very aware. You are very aware. I am not this personality, these labels, this image that people have of me. I am a soul, and I am ascending. And I'm not waiting for other people or opportunities. I'm making my way. I'm being in the present moment. I'm changing what needs to be changed. I am not just saying empty words. I'm doing. I'm creating. I am being. I am taking action where I need to take action. I am being still where I need to be still. I'm not promising things. I'm not saying yes when I don't want to say yes. I'm not saying no because I'm scared. I am letting that go. I'm letting go of limiting beliefs. I'm hearing for some of you, I'm not hanging on to old promises. This is limiting beliefs to me. Things that we were told, things that we were conditioned to believe in, things that we just habitually have told ourselves. They're empty. You're working on being in the present, loving yourself, touching the sacred within you, having confidence in yourself, letting go of that ego and that false self and focusing on ascension. Not waiting around for anyone to complete you, not waiting around for results with any people. You're doing, and you're being present, and you're enjoying the journey. That is extremely beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. That is so beautiful. So now I'm going to go specifically into Divine Masculine's world. Spirit, can you tell me what energies are in Divine Masculine's world right now that they're currently dealing with? Especially in regards to the ascension, touching the sacred, gaining confidence, being in the present moment, dropping the ego, not waiting around in vain, saying empty words, making empty promises, limiting beliefs. What's going on there, Spirit? What's currently going on in Divine Masculine's world? What are they currently dealing with? Soulmate? What else, Spirit? Oh, that pride and ego. Compromise. Wow. That goes right hand in hand with what we were just talking about. Awakening on the bottom of the deck. That soulmate, I really feel like this touch the sacred is the Divine Masculine is kind of is going within. And when Divine Masculine goes within, what is he doing? Touching the sacred. He or she or they. Touching the sacred, which is you. You're one soul in two different bodies, different polarities. When they're going within and they're being in the present moment, compassionately present and focusing on their ascension, they're connected to you. They're realizing it. They're letting go of that pride and ego, which is that false self. They're starting to awaken that ascension. And this compassionate compromise, they're really starting to see, hey, I know this connection. I know it. I've been saying a lot of empty words to this person, or I have. I don't really want to make them wait in vain. They're not waiting in vain anymore. I really feel like they're focusing on what they're feeling in this connection. But also, they're really going within and their ascension. Things are starting to drop away. That ego's dropping away. They're awakening to this connection. And it's because of you, Divine Feminine, because you are the keeper of the flame. I always say that. And once you're going within and you're being in the present moment, focusing on your ascension, it awakens this Divine Masculine. And then they just follow suit. Right now, compromise. I'm going to clarify compromise because I'm getting something, but I really want to make sure before I say it. Tell me about this compromise, Spirit. Tell me about this compromise that Divine Masculine's going through. Tell me about this compromise. Yep. One of you may be a Virgo. The Hermit. They're really going within. Soul searching, listening to their higher self. They're listening. At the bottom of the deck earlier was signs. They're seeing signs. They're seeing signs. They're taking a time out. There's pause underneath signs. They're taking time out and they're going within. They're willing to entertain. I feel like some of you have said, look, we have this connection. You may have even said something about twin flames. Maybe they've searched it out because they feel this connection with you. And when they are in touch with themselves, they're in touch with you, and they're like, I need to take another look at this. I need to take a deeper look at this. I'm willing to compromise my physical 3D world beliefs and think there's something more than just what's going on in this world, this physical world. There's something more because I have this connection to this person. They have it to me, and I'm willing to look at it in a different way. I'm willing to compromise and look at different points of view. I'm seeing signs. I'm feeling things. I'm awakening. And that's beautiful. Now I'm going to take a look at what's going on in Divine Feminine's world. Oh, I didn't get messages. Let me go in. Let me go in. Totally forgot about the messages. Okay. And I'll just get some messages. Okay, so we're going to get some messages from Divine Masculine, their higher self, to you. Spirit, what would the Divine Masculine like to say in regards to this soulmate compromise, this awakening, going within, in regards to Divine Feminine? Yeah, they feel that sexual tension with you. You know, that attraction, that sexual attraction. I want you back. It's on the bottom of the deck. That sexual attraction is usually the first thing when you're on your ascension and you're doing your work and you're living your best life, being in the present moment. The first thing that Divine Masculine is going to feel is sexual drive, and that's what kind of moves them towards awakening. It starts with that fiery, you know, sacral energy, and it spurs on this awakening. And they still feel the pain. It's that pride and ego. I still feel the pain. I knew I caused you pain. I knew it. And I feel that. And I still feel it. And I want to start over. I wish I didn't cause you pain. I wish I hadn't. After looking back and reflecting, seeing your side of things, I know what I did, and I feel that, and I'm sorry. I want to start over. On the bottom of the deck, but I can't reach out right now. I can't reach out right now. I'm still going within. I'm going to go into what's... We'll look at this. I'm going to keep this out for the obstacles, challenges. I'm going to keep this one out. I hide my feelings. I can't reach out, and I hide my feelings. I do hide my feelings. I want to start over, and I still have feelings for you, but I can't reach out. I wish I could go back and change things, but I can't. All I can do is go within, be in the present moment, and work on myself with this awakening. I wish I could start over, though. I'd like to start over. If I could rewind time, I would. But I can't reach out right now. And I really don't know what comes next. I just need to go within. But I do acknowledge this connection. I do acknowledge this, and this is helping me go within. This is helping me awake. And then also, also, I can't speak today. Also, it's helping me get rid of this pride and ego so that I can have some clarity. Yeah. They're really looking within. They're really trying to drop that ego, and we saw that in your collective energy. But I think I'm going to keep this. I can't reach out. I'm going to look at why in just a moment for you. See what's going on there. Some of you already probably know. Some of you may not. Thank you, Spirit. Now I'm going to go into Divine Feminine's energy, your energy, Divine Feminine. Let's see what's going on in your world. What's going on in your world? It may or may not be related to Divine Masculine, but whatever is going on in your 3D world that is helping you to friend, that is helping you to be in the present moment, touch the sacred, and your ascension. Transparent. Remember, that's that empty word. You're working on that. You're being really open, dropping that false self, watching what you're saying, letting your words mean something. Hung up. Ooh. Community came out. This came out too. I'm going to take it. I think I'm just going to get one more. The bitch. Setting the record straight. Okay. And then axe to grind is on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to leave that here as a wild card. What I'm getting is right now you're focusing on being your real self. Being your real self. You're not going to be hung up on other people, other problems. You're going to focus on real, true friendships, like really true friendships with people who are clear with you. This is relationships, friendships. You're not going to be hung up. You're going to get out there with your community. For some of you, it's this bitch. It's almost like there's two meanings to this that I'm getting. People may think you're a bitch for walking away from them or being transparent with your boundaries and your feelings, but it's like you're going to hang up on that. You're not going to be hung up on that they think you're a bitch. You're not going to continue the connection. You're going to hang up. You're going to leave the phone off the hook. You're going to put a barrier up because you're too busy becoming a part of your community. This could be volunteering. This could be gathering with others, events. This could be getting in your spiritual community. Spirit guides, angels that work in love and light, just really in touch with maybe some past lives, ascended masters, ancestors, family roots. Some of you are doing genealogy because you're really wanting to go deep, really know yourself and your history, setting the record straight with people. Hang on just a moment. Sorry guys, our neighbors are out and they're talking extremely loud. So I feel like you're setting the record straight with people. You're being transparent. People that may be caught up in this where people are talking badly about you, you're setting the record straight. You're like, this is how I'm living my life. This is what I expect. This is how I expect to be treated. This is the level of respect that I wish to be treated. And if you don't like that, I'm sorry. Sorry if you think I'm a bitch, but I deserve transparency, true friendship, surrounding myself with people that are loving for my highest good, that vibrate, that respect me, Otherwise, you're going to get hung up on. I feel like you're not keeping yourself in the closet anymore. This is who I am. I need you to accept that. These are my boundaries. I want realness in my relationships and my friendships. I'm willing to compromise and unify and be friends, but you have to accept me. I'm not shrinking myself for you. I'm not staying in the closet. I'm not accepting things that are not for my highest good. And if you think I'm a bitch, we can disconnect. Because I'm surrounding myself with high vibrational people that respect and love me, and I'm setting the record straight. This is how I am. This is how it's going to be. It's that love me or leave me attitude, and I'm okay, but you're not being a bitch about it. People may say that, people may think that, but you're not. You're being compassionate, loving. You're just being transparent. It's not full of ego. It's not full of pride. It's healthy. It's healthy transparency. And that's beautiful. And this axe to grind, you don't have an axe to grind. Maybe somebody has an axe to grind to you, but you're setting the record straight. This is what I'm accepting and what I'm not. You can join me, or we have to disconnect. So now I'm going to get some messages from your higher self to Divine Masculine. Messages from Divine Feminine's higher self to Divine Masculine currently. What would Divine Feminine like to say? Think about saying? There is nothing. Okay, here we go. I want to feel that way again. I'll go into this. You were the best thing in my life. One more. There's not a lot that you're wanting to say. These two were struggling to come out, and this may be it. Okay. On the bottom of the deck is the timing just wasn't right for us. What I'm hearing with all of this is I felt like this is why you're working on confidence right now, because you hid who you really were. Sometimes in relationships, we really put up our best self or false self, or we kind of compromise what we like and what we don't like because we really like and connect with somebody. And I really feel like this, Divine Feminine is the chaser. So the chaser energy is they will let their ego really get the best of them. Those empty words that came up. Let me find it. Yeah. These empty words. I really feel like you both were hiding who you really were from each other. It's almost like you didn't feel good enough for Divine Masculine. You weren't confident in yourself. You didn't realize that this was a sacred connection. You knew it was a connection, but at the time, you didn't know exactly what kind of connection it is, and it's a sacred. That's your soul. But the ego, the false self, it treats it like a regular relationship where you're putting your best foot forward, you're fibbing, you're, saying you like things and you really don't, just because you kind of want to get in there and get to know each other and date a little longer. And when you hid yourself, you lost yourself for a while. You didn't like that. But they felt so good. You were the best thing in my life. This was an amazing connection. I want to feel that way again. And I feel like to get you on this ascension journey that you're on currently, we already see that you're touching the sacred, working on that confidence, losing that pride and ego, being in the present moment, and focusing on your ascension. I feel like what triggered that was you left when you saw them with someone. Either they ghosted and you were still hanging on, or they left for someone else, or you found out they were with somebody else, and you're like, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to focus on me. I left when I saw you with someone. Maybe they got married. Maybe they were engaged. Maybe they had a baby. For some of you. And you were this chaser energy. You were chasing, chasing, chasing until something, a specific person they were with, you said, that's enough. I'm focusing on me, my confidence. I'm not going to be fake. I want to be transparent in my relationships. I want real. I'm not going to hide myself. I'm not going to lose myself. I don't care if they feel like, melted chocolate in my mouth. I'm not going to be fake. I'm going to be real. I'm going to have boundaries. I'm going to have boundaries. Even if people think I'm a bitch. That'll eliminate people that I don't really need to have in my life. I'm not going to put who I am in the closet. Now that's why you're working on transparency so much and why it's so important to you. It's because you lost yourself in this connection, because you really love this person. You felt that twin flame connection. And even still, even though you're on your journey, I feel you even though we're apart. Of course you do. That's your twin. That's your twin, but you're not waiting in vain anymore. You're moving forward. You're dropping that false self, working on your confidence, not saying things that don't mean anything. You're setting the record straight. You're being your authentic self. You're touching the sacred within, being in the present moment, compassionately towards yourself and others, focusing on that ascension. And that's absolutely beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful, Divine Feminine. But you do miss them, and you do feel them. But that's because they are you. They are you, Divine Feminine. And the closer you get, that's why you're touching the sacred, because you know there is no separation. There's no real separation. You're already in union, because you're one soul. You're just having two different life experiences and two different bodies. That's it. And you realize that now. That's why you're not waiting in vain anymore for an outcome. Now I'm going to focus on the challenges in Divine Masculine's world, specifically why they can't reach out. I'm going to go into Divine Masculine's challenges, Spirit, blockages, challenges, things that are holding up the relationship, things that are stumbling blocks for Divine Masculine in their physical world, as well as in their mental space, heart space. What's going on there, Spirit? Why can't they reach out? Unstable. What else, Spirit? Ooh, too many. What else, Spirit? What else? What else, Spirit? Secretive. Foolish. I'm going to get a couple from another deck to get more clarity. What else, Spirit? One more. On the bottom of the deck, they're watching you. They're watching you. I'm going to get 2 from this deck and then go deeper. Hot and cold. Observing again. Toxic. Predator. On the bottom of the deck is choke it on air. Acknowledgement. Okay. So what I'm seeing is the reason why they can't reach out. It goes to that keeping their feelings hidden. I really feel like they can't reach out because right now their life is overwhelming, unstable. They just have a lot going on. You may not know about this. They may not be telling you exactly what's going on. You may not know because you're not in contact. It came out earlier, they're keeping their feelings hidden. They can't reach out and they're keeping their feelings hidden. And I feel like it's because they got a lot going on. See how this masculine's looking at this feminine? They feel crazy foolish, crazy stupid about how they behaved. And we saw that earlier. I can still feel the pain. They feel the pain of what they did. They know what they did to you that caused this ending, the separation. They acknowledge that. their life is unstable and overwhelming, and they're working on stability right now. Stability, unstable. They are working on this. They're not reaching out because they don't feel stable, and they don't want to reach out until they do feel some sort of stabilization in their life. So they're going to keep their feelings hidden. They are observing you. They're checking up on you. They're taking notice of what's going on in your life. It's on the bottom of the deck here. I feel like they're thinking about reaching out to you, giving you a message, a gift. But because of the feelings, they're confused on how to do it. They know how they see you changing. They're observing you. They're seeing you give back to yourself. They're seeing you give back to yourself. I feel like they do feel bad for looking at you. They don't know why they're checking up on you. They don't know why. It's confusing to them. They feel like a creepy person. They feel like, why am I stalking this person? They feel like they're, a creepy person. Like, what's wrong with me? Why am I checking up on this person? Why do I care? I feel like they are really confused. They know, though. Their higher self knows. This 5D spirit box, their higher self is putting them in that direction. Like, you need to look at this stuff. You need to deal with this stuff. We need to get stable real quick. This is not a regular connection. You keep looking because you care. And they're looking now, and they're feeling you on a 5D level because you're doing the work. When you do the work and you're living your best life and you're not waiting around, waiting in vain, this stirs up a bunch of crazy for Divine Masculine because they're being pulled. They're being pulled energetically to you. When you turn in a different direction and go forward and don't look back, there they are. But they feel weird about it. Like they're actually literally thinking about giving you a gift, sending out a text message, sending you flowers. They see things in a store. For some of you, I'm seeing them in a store, seeing something that they know you would love, and they're thinking about getting it for you. And they keep replaying it in their head. They may not have gotten it that day, but it's like, I would, that would be great to give them, or they would love that. And then the confusion sets in. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? It's that hot and cold. 1 minute they're all about you. 1 minute they're like running again. And that's because they're still shared energy. Because right now it's in that sexual energy where they're charged sexually. And that means it's just not time yet. That means they're still blowing hot and cold. Because they're like, I blew this up. This was toxic. I walked away. I feel like maybe some of you, they think you were toxic. And that's because you weren't being your authentic self with them, and they kind of knew that. And then there was somebody else. There was competition. There was those tangled webs that Divine Masculine was weaving. I feel like there was deception on both sides, actually. And there, of course, is a third party. But they go back and forth. They go back and forth because you're doing the work and you're moving forward, and you've let them go. So they're really struggling with this, and this makes them feel unstable. They're second-guessing themselves. They're like, why am I watching? Why am I watching this person? Tell me about this unstable spirit. I feel like there's more to it, and I'm going to get a tarot. Tell me about this unstable energy that needs to be stabilized. Why they can't reach out. We already know why they're being secretive. But why are they unstable? Why aren't they reaching out, Spirit? Justice in reverse. Libra is here. May or may not be involved. It may mean something to you. This specific message. They may... I feel like some of them may be involved in legal issues. Maybe custody battle, child support, divorce. For some, it is foreclosure, I hear. Not being able to continue a business, like they're closing their business and they're just wrapping up the legal matters for it. Or, for a lot of you, they know they have to have an apology with you. They haven't balanced these scales yet. They're feeling foolish. They're feeling foolish. And they know they owe an apology, but they don't think they can reach out because they haven't apologized for what they did. They haven't made it right. And they don't know how to. One more, Spirit. Thank you. Ace of Cups. You could have a new person in your life. They may see you dating. They may have heard that you're dating. Or that you are so focused on yourself and they hear you cutting people out, you know, that no longer serve you. They feel like if they came near you, the tower would just fall on them. I feel like this unstable, either they have a new person coming in, or you do, or they see you focusing so much on self-love that they know they have to come right with an apology towards you. And I feel like they're going through so much shit with this tower. Like Spirit is, there's this whirlwind of stuff around them, right? It's almost like Divine Feminine is shaking the tree because you're going forward. So it's causing this whirlwind of chaos in them, this revelation. And Spirit is assisting with shaking that tree and bringing it down. Spirit's saying, you're going to listen, you're going to listen. Because when Spirit wants to move us, Spirit's going to move us. Whether we're kicking, screaming, throwing a fit, it doesn't matter. Spirit's saying, you have to get strong. Leo energy here. You have to get strong. Stop with the unstable shit. Make stuff right. Stop being secretive. Face what you need to face. Stop being secretive. Stop sitting in foolish, codependent, feeling sorry for yourself energy. Face it. Love yourself enough to be strong and move forward. Yeah, it's time to begin again. It's time to begin again. They know that. They know that. But they're really struggling with it. They're really struggling with being this Knight of Wands right now. They're really, it's lingering, but because you're going forward, it's helping them. It really is. They know what they need to face. They know they need self-love. They know that you are blooming and blossoming. Look at that, 2 roses. Blooming, blossoming. It's time for self-love, self-compassion, you know, really living life again, taking action, you know, spur of the moment, getting that gift. They're wanting that Knight of Wands is wanting to get that gift and give it to you, wanting to reach out, but they just don't have the strength yet. They don't have the strength yet, but we'll find out how after I get some messages, shadow messages. Let me get some messages from Divine Masculine's higher self in regards to these shadows, Spirit. Yeah, they told you this. They said, I'm happy it's over. I'm moving forward. Bye. But now it's like, I don't know how to let you go. It's that hot and cold energy again. Then it was, I'm happy it's over. Next is, I don't know how to let you go. I'm being pulled. I'm wanting to buy you gifts. I'm wanting to reach out. But I'm just in chaos right now. Shit's falling down all around me. It's unstable. I'm not stable. You may be with somebody else. They may see you dating. Or they may have heard some tea, because I see this. Spilling the tea, people's business. I feel like some people may have told them you're seeing other people. And they don't want to let you go. They don't know how. And that's because you are going forward. And it's causing this confusion and chaos. And you didn't imagine it. I felt this way. I know this. I know this connection is special. You didn't imagine my feelings. I may have told you that I'm happy it's over and I don't want to be with you and I don't love you, but you didn't imagine it. You didn't imagine my feelings. Even though I'm being secretive, you didn't imagine it. I'm also hearing from the higher self, if you heard that 3D communication, if you heard that 5D communication, you've been hearing things, feeling things, you didn't imagine it. And when I walked away, the last time I saw you, I can still see you standing there. I can still see you standing there the last time that I saw you. I play that over and over in my mind, and I don't know how to let you go. And I had to pretend. And I'm happy it's over, and all I want to hear from you right now is I forgive you. I play it in my head all the time. But I don't know if I deserve it for what I did. But they're working on that. We saw that. How can they move forward from this, Spirit? How can they move forward? How can they move forward, Spirit? How can they move forward from this obstacle? Yep, stop denying it. Stop being blind. Accept people and situations as exactly as they are without denying the difficulties, and you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. Yeah, they have to get out of this. They have to bring the justice, and they know that. But they have to quit denying it. They know they have to bring you justice. They have to look you in the eye, and they have to say what they need to say and be authentic so that you will forgive them. Regardless, Spirit's saying regardless, they have to surrender that denial and face it. Take the blinders off. Face it and stop that negative thinking. Surrender the negative thinking. They're caught in their head about this. They're replaying the last time they saw you over and over. They replay what they did. They replay the feelings, especially as you're on your ascension. Moving forward, they're really all confusing. It's a tower. It's a tower moment, just peeling away. It's dissolving the ego. Oh my gosh, I just said that. Dissolving the ego, and I looked, and this says surrender your ego. I know that Spirit speaks through the cards, but I swear I'm amazed every single time. Every single time. Even though I see it, I see things happening for people. Like, I've seen this Divine Feminine that comes into the shop that I do readings at, and when she first came in, oh my gosh, she was a mess. She was confused, she was sad, she was just an absolute mess. But she's been coming in every week getting readings from me, taking the steps that Spirit and I suggest, and she's completely turned her life around. She's like a new person every week. She gets stronger, she's happy, she's empowering herself, and it is absolutely beautiful to see. And that is what you're doing, Divine Feminine, and it's causing this Divine Masculine to face all this stuff, to take off the blinders, to stop living in denial, stop being secretive, thinking negatively, surrendering that ego, and cultivating gratitude. Be of service to others and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. They got to surrender their ego. They got to break down that wall that they've put up. And pride and ego came up earlier, that they're fighting against that. And that's what they're working on right now. And they have to keep doing that. What else, Spirit? How else can Divine Masculine move forward, Spirit? Yep, that transmuting. That negative thinking and situations, they need to transmute it with that alchemy. They need to work on their manifestation, going within, feeling that passion, and transmute this. Transform this. Put an end to these cycles that they're having in their head, replaying, and move forward. Stop living in sadness. Transmute it. Stop selling out with that ego. Stop selling out this connection. Get rid of that pride and be that phoenix rising. 3 and 2 is 5. You have to change it. You have to transmute. Work your magic. That's what Divine Masculine has to embrace. Work with the magic. Work with that power that they have, and it starts with that transmutation of negative energy. Letting go of that pride. Stop selling out to the pride, surrender that ego, and stop living in that denial, that sadness. Put an end to that cycle of sadness and ego and the past. Thank you, Spirit. One more. Yeah, and open their heart. Oh, I forgive you comes out again. They have to do this and open their heart for them. They have to forgive themselves so that they can do all of this, so that you will say, I forgive you. But it starts with them. It starts with touching the sacred, remember? Going within, being that hermit, letting go, putting it into the cycles, going within. Thank you, Spirit. Now I'm going to go into yours, Divine Feminine, your challenges. Obstacles. Spirit, what are the obstacles currently going on in Divine Feminine's world that hinder the ascension progress that they need to be aware of so that they can be aware of it, transform it, transmute it? What are some things, some bumps in the road, things that are going on that Divine Feminine needs to be aware of? Walking away. What else, Spirit? Pitiful. What else? Ooh. Projecting. And I did get that earlier with when we saw the bitch card. I feel like, and I didn't want to say it then, but I feel like, okay, it's okay to be strong in your power, and it's okay if people think you're a bitch about it, right? But you don't have to be a bitch on your ascension, because that's your pride and ego sneaking in the back door. You're projecting that you need to be a bitch to walk away from people. And Spirit's also saying, don't look at people that are in a lower vibration than you as pitiful. You have to see them. Don't project that onto them. Don't project that pitiful label on them, like they're beneath you. Walking away doesn't mean you pass judgment on them. Walking away means you walk away in love and accept that others are not on the same journey that you are, and that they do things the way they do and the way they have done because that's their life experiences. That's the tools, that's the choices, that's the mind and ego, because we don't know how far someone is in their ego. When you live in nothing but 3D world and ego, your ego can take complete control of you, and the soul is just kind of blocked from showing its true self. And that ego can make people hurt people, say mean things, project mean things, and Spirit's saying, you have to walk away with love. They may have disillusioned you, but you don't have to be a bitch about it. You don't have to be cruel. You don't have to look down on somebody. Just walk away with love and let it go. Because if you are looking at somebody in judgment like that, that is all ego. And when that ego comes in, it's going to fuck up your journey. It's going to cause more stumbling blocks. And then you may get disillusioned with this twin flame journey, because you're going to be, I was doing so great. But now it's like, now all this stuff is coming up. Spirit says, walk away with love, do things in love. Remember that conscious presence that came out. Touching the sacred. When you are consciously present, you're very aware of your thoughts. You're in the moment. You understand that people behave the way they behave because they're not on the same journey as you. They haven't experienced an awakening yet. They're living their life experience. That doesn't mean that you get to judge them or be mean to them or treat them like you're better than them. Walk away with love. That touching the sacred, that is love. The soul is love. Anything but love is ego. And that's what you're working on. Don't get disillusioned. Don't let yourself project that, oh, I'm on a spiritual journey and I'm better than this piece of shit. They're pitiful. They're beneath me. No, they're not. Not one person on this earth is beneath you, no matter their political affiliation, no matter their education, no matter their, if they're in prison, if they are, nothing. Any label or situation you want to bring up, I guarantee you 100% you're not better than them. And no one's better than you. We are all souls in bodies having life experiences, and they're all different. We all see things differently. Sometimes we see similarities, but we are all different. We all have our own perceptions and projections. We all have our own fears and our own doubts and our own sadness and our own insecurities. We all have different growing up situations. Some people may have had a wonderful childhood and some may have just had absolute shit. And some, it's just been normal, but they got beat the shit out of with a belt anytime they opened their mouth or looked at someone sideways. One may have had love and understanding, another, nothing. We don't know. We have all experienced different lives. Not one of us is better than the other. And Spirit wants you to remember that. When you're walking away, setting up boundaries, don't act like you're better or think you're better than anybody else. Watch that judgment, because when it's anything but love, it's ego and pride coming in the back door, fucking up the journey. You got to readjust so you don't get disillusioned. What else, Spirit? Twin flame. That is a challenge for you. That's an obstacle. It's that twin flame label. Yes, you're walking away from your twin flame. Yes, you are moving forward, but you always feel the pull. Not one of us on this journey can say, oh, I went through a day without thinking of divine masculine. I can guarantee it. If you're on this twin flame journey, you've thought about them at least once during a day. It's the pull. It's the soul. It's that ego trying to get back in there. Spirit says, watch it. Watch why you're doing this twin flame journey. If you're doing it to get the person back, you're going to be disillusioned. Because if you're doing this to get someone, that's an outcome, that's ego. You have to do it for self-love. Remember, you're touching the sacred. It's your illusion. It's your illusion of the twin flame journey. Spirit says, let go of that label. They're your soul. They're not a twin flame. They're your soul. They're your soul. They're your soul. You're always going to think about them, but do it with love. Watch what you're putting out there. Let go of any projections or expectations Don't feel pitiful either. If you have a stumbling block and you do think about them, don't feel pitiful. Walk away from the thought. It's okay. We're human. They're our soul, and divine masculine is fine as fuck. We know that. We love our divine masculines. But the physical person isn't the end goal. Your soul's already one. Your soul is right here, inside. One. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Keep it beautiful. If you have those thoughts, it's okay. Just walk away. Don't stay there, but don't feel pitiful. Don't get angry and pissed off at yourself that you think you're messing up your journey. Just, it is what it is. It is what it is, and move on. Just redirect your thoughts. Don't be scared of walking away from divine masculine. Don't replay the running away that they did. Spirit really wants you to focus on that. So how, Spirit, can divine feminine strengthen themselves on this journey, since it's in regards to twin flames? How can they strengthen this walking away, this how to handle this twin flame relationship? Because this is going to be your biggest obstacle. What are some things that will help divine feminine detox? Shake it off. If you have a thought, or you had a little fantasy, or you see something, maybe the divine masculine is getting married or with another person, you run into them, shake it off. Remember what this is about. If you run into them and have a conversation with them, and you're in your car driving home, take that energy back. Detox. It was nice. It was pleasant. Nice to see that person again. Shake it off. Walk away. Get back on track. It's okay. Don't submerge yourself. Don't replay the past. Focus on you. Focus on your family. Call on your soul family and let it go like a balloon. Whatever happened that caused this, whether it was a thought, your ego wanting to go back in the past, someone bringing up the past, divine masculine starting a family addition, Spirit saying let it go. Focus on you. Let it go. Focus on you and your family, your situation. Call on your soul family, your soul friends that are here on earth, as well as, if you're having something going on with divine masculine, detox, let it go. Call a friend. Let's go shopping. Let's go have some coffee. Let's go for a run. Let's go for a walk in the park. If they're your children, let's go have a play date. Let's go to the mall. Let's go to the park and really enjoy. Let's play dolls on the bed. Let's paint together. What else, Spirit? Just shake it off and you don't have to do anything. You just have to be. It's that conscious, compassionate presence that we saw you're working on earlier. You don't have to do anything. Just be. Let it go. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to feel bad. Don't punish yourself. Just be. Get in there with your soul tribe and have fun. Yep. You know how to go forward on this journey. Just remind yourself. Read The Power of Now. Watch this video again. Just as a reminder. Whatever helps remind you of the steps that you need to take to revitalize yourself, to not feel bad, to take your power back, to show that unconditional love for yourself. Because that knowledge helps you to remember to show yourself unconditional love and let go and detox. I'm going to get one more. And then I'm going to get some messages from Spirit. Yeah. And have that unconditional love for your divine masculine as well. You are them. They are you. Meditate. Meditate. Show yourself unconditional love. And when you show yourself unconditional love, you're showing divine masculine unconditional love, because they are you. You don't have to openly say, I've had people ask me, well, should I pray for my divine masculine? Should I, burn candles for divine? No. Because when you're loving yourself, you are loving yourself. Understand? They are you. When you love yourself, you're loving yourself. Period. You don't have to pray for them. When you pray for them, guess what? You've made them separate. You don't believe that they're not you. When you love yourself unconditionally, confidently, transparently, you love yourself. Spirit, what's some advice for divine feminine moving forward? Some advice moving forward to close out this reading. Meditation is very important. It helps you center yourself, listen to your heartbeat, feel your toes, feel that energy emanating from your hands. Listen to your heartbeat and your breath. Reconnect with your innocence, baby. Nurture yourself. It's that unconditional love. It's showing yourself that love that you didn't get, that you needed when you were a kid. You may have gotten love, but you didn't get everything you needed. Not one of us get everything we need as a kid. Even if our parents did the very, very best, there was always something missing. Because we're raised by humans that are flawed, not perfect. And that's okay. Reconnect with your innocence. Life doesn't have to be so hard. That's a projection. That's not accepting our life situation. Recognize your spiritual authority. Your spiritual, I mean, you may go to church, you may go to temple, you may go to mosque, you may be spiritual, completely spiritual, and your, higher power is different from a different label from others, but it's the creator of life. Spirit wants you to get in touch with that. Recognize that you and Spirit are co-creating together. You are a part of Spirit. And this whole journey is about ascending and aligning with your soul, which is you and Divine Masculine, your soul, with Spirit. That you're having an experience for Spirit. And being in alignment is being in the present moment, accepting it, knowing your power, that you can transmute, that you can alchemize your existence by accepting what is and taking the necessary actions for your future, but not living in the future. What else, Spirit? One more. Recognize who you are, that inner power, that inner unconditional love of self. Spirit is love. Your soul is love. Unconditionally love yourself, and in turn, you unconditionally love yourself. One more. Money. Discover the source of your true power. That is your manifestation abilities. That's that transmuting. Remember your power. If some of you are worrying about money out there, discover the source of your true power, which is your spiritual authority. Meditation. Unconditional love of self. Gratitude. When we're able to do that, opportunities happen for us to make money. Opportunities happen. Also, donating money as well. What else, Spirit? I'm going to get one of these. And a surrender card. Be generous with yourself. Watch out for self-sabotage. Remember, that's that disillusion card. That's that projecting judgment onto other people. Watch that mind coming in, and don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Have that wisdom to look through these masked deceptions and limiting beliefs. Remember, unconditional love of self, gratitude, your inner power, your spiritual power, your innocence, loving yourself, not passing judgments on one another. Spirit, what does Divine Feminine need to surrender to on this journey? Yep, play. Remember that innocence and family card that came out. Play. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation or recreation and rejuvenation. It's recreation, but I read it as recreation. And you are. When you play, you're reconnecting with your innocence, which is recreating you. You are making connections with your kids, other family members, your community. Remember, community came up. Play. Do things you enjoy. Play. Be light. And I'm going to get one final card. One final advice from the angels that work in love and light for Divine Feminine Collective this week. Shine your inner light brightly. That's that unconditional love and of self. It just radiates outwardly. It radiates outwardly. Look at life from a higher perspective. I'm going to get one more, and then I'll go into that. Leave a trail of love as you walk the earth. Remember that walking away, when you walk away from people, not to look down on them or do it in a way that's harsh, and unless you have to walk away and shut doors. But walk away with love. Look at things from a higher perspective. like I was talking about earlier, we all have different perspectives. We all have different experiences in life. Look at it from that angle, that not one of us is better than one another. We all have different situations and life experiences. So love yourself, and it radiates outward. Look at things from a perspective of love and gratitude, and leave a trail of love as you walk the earth. When you have to walk away, when you encounter people, when you have to close connections, walk away with a love. Leave a trail of love. You have your boundaries. You've stated what you expect, but walk away with love. You don't have to be a bitch. You don't have to be, super mega queen of swords. You have to be your authentic self and leave a trail of love as you're walking. Because when you're glowing brightly inside and loving yourself, it just radiates. You can't help but doing that. And look at every situation and every person on this earth from a higher perspective, and that perspective is love. And that's what Spirit wants you to focus on. I really hope this helped. I got quite a few messages myself that I really am grateful for. I hope you got something out of it too. I'll see you next time. Namaste.